Misty. Good morning,
Hey, love.
everyone. Thank you for being here with me today. So, everyone, I am coming to you live from California. Misty is here with us today. She is my co host, she is my friend, my business partner. She is definitely on the other side of America. Go ahead, Misty, and introduce yourself, please, and take it away.
Hey, Amber. Thank you so much, beautiful. So, yes, I am coming to you live from Florida. So, just to kind of start off, I want to truly, truly thank everyone for taking the time out to be here with us and take this opportunity to be here with yourself. That's the most important thing. We are going to really start to dive deep into ourselves and really get to know ourselves a little bit better with what we have for you today. So, sit back, relax, enjoy the beats in the background, and get ready to really just enjoy everything we have for you right now. So, to start off, I really want us to just take acknowledgement and appreciate one of the most vital things that we have, and we probably don't even know about our breath. So, we're just going to take a few minutes just to kind of ground ourselves. And I promise you, this will not be a whole woo woo meditation session. We will get into the good stuff in just a minute, but we need to do this first. Okay. So just sit back and take your time and relax. So, so everyone, I just want to invite everyone to just kind of close your eyes if you're not driving, um, and just sit and close your eyes and just relax. And this is just going to be normal for us. So when you breathe, I just want you to breathe into your belly, breathe in through your heart, and exhale through your mouth or nose. And just nice and easy. And as you breathe in, just enjoy that cool breath that goes in, touches your heart, into your belly, and kind of goes back out nice and warm. Breath is so healing. This is a moment for us to disconnect from the mind and reconnect to our body. So continue to breathe in through your heart, feel that breath pass in and into the belly, and release it just at your own pace. Whatever feels good to you, you are doing it right. Just a couple more, giving your body that love it needs with that breath and exhaling. All right. Just slowly, whenever you feel ready, go ahead and start to open your eyes. Just kind of get yourself back to where we are here and get ready for some good entertainment and fun. And oh, I don't even really know what you're gonna get, but you're gonna get something good. We we just seem to surprise ourselves all the time, and we want you to be surprised and enjoy this as well with us. You will notice we love to have fun. I feel like in life you definitely need to enjoy every single moment, including these moments. So whatever you're doing, smile, enjoy, and just be happy. Really be happy. And like I said, it starts with just sometimes it can start with just breathing, just that gratitude of, dang, you freaking alive today, yo. You should have
Yes.
not have been. Just saying. Some people didn't make it over, to this side today. So be really happy about that and just make the best of every single moment that you have. And that's truly what we are. That's one of the purposes that we are doing this today, is to really just help people step back and start to appreciate the little things that we tend to neglect and really start to reconnect with self and rediscover who you really are at the core, to just shine and give that and radiate. Look at this beautiful Amber. You see her radiating. The ones I can't see, they can't see, but check it out on YouTube. We will also have some YouTube videos. We plan, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we will also be offering these recordings on podcasts as well, so you can enjoy that for your entertainment on your commute. The kids can kind of listen with a little, parental supervision, because you never know what's going to happen around here, but because we are going to have fun and just be real. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to hear the real deal. And that's how you get through to people sometimes. So that's what we plan on doing. So if you are here, you're here for a reason. And thank you.
Wow, Misty. Sheesh, girl, let's go. Okay. For
you
everyone,
ready?
yeah. Oh, I'm ready. For everyone out there that is listening right now, okay, when I first met Misty, I did not know if Misty knew how to speak, okay? And the reason I say is because, as you could tell, she just has this laid back, down to earth personality. And one of the things is, don't judge a book by its cover. Man, I just want to start off there, because every time, Misty, honestly, you impress me every day. I'm just like, get it, girl, get it, because it's like we are two different beings that have connected for a sole purpose. And whatever that purpose is, we definitely are leaving trails on this journey. And, it has definitely been amazing to see both of us flourish independently. And here we are, okay? Because I know that since the first day that we met, we clicked.
Yeah.
We clicked, right? I'm the big chatterbox. She's more of the listener. So that is why I'm saying, okay, she hopped on here introducing, doing her thing. Like, let's go, okay? Round of applause. Everybody,
yes.
Okay? Because one thing that I do want to touch on is it takes a lot to get out of your comfort zone. It takes a lot to do something cold turkey, not know how it's going to sound, not know if it's going to be good enough. But good enough for who? Because it should be, as long as it's good enough for you, it should be good enough, period.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why that round of applause, because both of us know what we're going through to still be here. Both of us know the challenges we had to go through to be here, right? Because definitely it's been a roller coaster this past year for me. I can say in a year span, I have had to do the most digging within myself than I've ever done, because of how out of alignment I kind of put myself back in. And I don't know specifically, right? We're digging deep. You already know how this goes, right? One of the things that I do want to touch on is, like she said, we're going to dig deep. We're going to be, going into subjects that you do not want to have your kids listening to. You do not, okay? This is definitely something for if you are older than 16. Older than 16. And the reason I say is because by the age of 16, we start to try to find an identity. Between the 16 to the 25, that's why most of the time we're bouncing from friend to friend, from group to group, trying to identify who we are. So I think that at the age of 16, you already cuss. You've already probably done some of the things that we are introducing here or talking about here, And if you are not, in order for you to go through some stuff, I think that it'd be okay to be mentally prepared. And some of us just don't have those parents that have the capacity. So hopefully that this is something that can serve anyone and everyone. I don't know if I have gone out of topic. Misty, keep me in topic, girl.
No, you're doing good. You're doing great, Mama. You're doing great. And because today is truly just a little taste of a little bit of everything that we're going to be offering. So it's a little intro as far as who we are and why we are here. And like you said, it does take a lot to step out of our comfort zone. Like for you, nailed me right on the whatever it is. You hit the nail right on the head. That's it. With me, I do not enjoy talking very much. I am a very, very much so. I like to just sit there and listen because I just love listening to people, their stories, and everything like that. I'm more of a listener than a speaker. However, recently I have been, you just kind of get like this thing where it's like this is something that you need to start doing, even though it feels uncomfortable. I just felt like this was something that I've just been pulled to do. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to give it my very all best because I know that it's truly coming from a place of love. And that's the purpose that we're doing this and coming together, is to really truly give back something really beautiful that will serve you and help you, break free of limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, that could be holding you back, emotions. So like there's so many different things that we're going to be, touching upon. So so yeah, this was just something that I really felt like I had to do, out of my comfort zone, but I'm really starting to love it. Believe it or not, like every time we do this, I'm like, yeah, I guess I get on here with Amber, yeah. It's like a new highlight. And then when you told me we get to record every day, not that we're going to be posting every, don't wait for us to recording every day, not yet, but we're planning on meeting up every day to just really get some material out there for you. We're going to work really, really hard to give you, like I said, everything that we have to serve. That's what we're here for, to serve. We are just vehicles to serve, to help push something through that needs to be done that isn't being done. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of my little piece of it so far. Do you have anything else to add? If you don't, I do have a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you.
Oh, okay. I don't have much to add, except that I do want to just emphasize on what you said. We're here to serve. We're here to serve, the best possible way that we can and know how with what we have at the moment. Definitely expect us to sound different and think different a year from now, because it's what we expect from you, right? We are all evolving beings, all growing beings, like anything on this earth. We are meant to grow and expand to our highest, best selves. So, as we get better, more comfortable with who we are, with our story, and with coming on here, my expectation personally is to be able to hold space for vulnerability. This is a word that is not attractive to most people, but it's a word that I want everyone to be comfortable with, because that is the space for me personally that I want to hold here. So what does that mean? That means that I have a very short fuse, okay? And because it's a very short fuse, I try to just make sure that there's a lot of like electrical gates on the way there, because I don't want the electrical fuse to go off, right? But I'll tell you something. I will not allow any negative comments about me or my co-host Misty or anyone that we decide to bring on the show. I will not allow any, pettiness. We definitely love feedback and constructive criticism, and we are very open to serving you to the best and highest quality. If there is something that you suggest, we are open to suggestions or recommendations, even a book, like that can help us digest information a little better. But definitely, this is not a hater zone. Not a hater zone, for sure, right? I love haters. Please bring the haters. Okay, we need haters. I know I'm doing something to make the devil be mad. Okay? And for those that are not religious, that is perfectly fine. I'm not here to change it. I'm going to speak how I like to speak, and you're welcome to tune in or you're welcome to tune out. Exactly. That's it. Because this is a space where whoever we bring on here, we're not going to filter what they say, and we're not going to filter anything out. Right? So I just want to make sure that is something that I established from the beginning, because we're going to go very far with this, and we want to take every single one of you with us on this journey, and as far as we possibly can take you guys. right? But we cannot drag people with us. We can't drag comments with us. So, but that being said, I will delete your ass.
Right?
I will delete you from the platform. I will delete you from YouTube. You don't have to be a subscriber. Do not worry about it. I think our life is going to be way more meaningful with people that give us meaning and purpose. So I just do want to let you know this is a place for vulnerability. This is a place where you can sit 45 minutes to an hour if you want to cry. This is a place where, you know, whether we are not physically together, you can feel our soul being right there with you, holding that space, understanding you and loving you from wherever it is that you are. So please allow yourself to be real, allow yourself to be raw. I think that with the time, I know, you know, Missy doesn't know this yet, but with the time, I would love to open the lines up where we can definitely help digest a little bit of your story, help you kind of reframe your story to get empowered. It won't be something that happens all the time, but it is something that I would love to do because I know that for myself, sometimes I listen to something and then I'm like, man, I just wish they can talk to me. I wish I could ask this question, right? So we will be leaving our email address as well, you know, for any type of inquiries or anything that you guys may have, as well DMs, you know, on our Facebook or our Instagram account. Those are things that will be linked below. So you definitely will be able to find ways and methods to contact us, but just know that we will open up the lines and we will announce that as the time is coming. But for now, that's all I got, Misty. That's all I got. You let me know if I missed anything.
No, you didn't. No, you definitely didn't. And just kind of go back a little bit on what you said, you know, we definitely are not here to follow the masses. We are not people pleasers. That is not what we want to encourage. Yes, you need to be kind to others and loving to others, but this is a space for you to really, like you said, be transparent with who you really are at the core, because so much we spend so much time and energy sometimes, well, some of us, trying to please other people, trying to be like other people, and then you wonder why you're so confused and unhappy with, you know, you have all these material things, but you're like, you feel so empty inside because you know, so that those are the things that we want to help people kind of tap back into, to really find themselves again, find their purpose, find who they are, and re-explore that person within, because it is just so easy. You know, there's so much material out there that makes it so easy for us to lose ourselves. And it's kind of the direction that I feel, especially for me, being brought up, you know, be like this person, you know, yada, yada, yada. We always want to look up to other people. And, you know, so definitely here we want to encourage individuality, and you know, there's no one else like you, and you'll probably hear it a lot from us here, because we really want you to know there's no one else like you. Like, really let that sink in, and that's what makes you so special. That's what makes you so beautiful. There's no one else like you. So why try to be like everyone else? Like, there's no point there. You can definitely maybe adapt little things that you like from that, you know, and make it your own, but you do, you know, just be you, just enjoy being in your skin, like just enjoy that. So that's kind of my thing with that. I'll leave it there. I'm gonna stop there. But yeah, we like to have fun over here, you know. You'll have little roller coaster rides. Feel free to laugh, cry, do all that good stuff. So be ready. You know, this is just the first of many. So whatever you need to be prepared for the next show, have it ready. So if you need your little tissue box, if you feel it coming, be ready. Have it ready for you, your water, your Depends, or whatever, because, you know, we got it all going on over here. So I know sometimes people want to know a little bit more about us. So today's a little introduction day. So Amber, tell me a little bit more about you, like your background. You don't have to go too deep, but whatever you want us to know for right now.
Okay, great Great question. A little bit about me and not too deep. Ooh, girl, you know that's challenging for me.
I
But
know. I know this is a deep channel, but
I will keep it as basic, simple, and superficial. So, you know, as you guys know, my name is Amber. My last name is Botello. I do not know my biological father. And why do I bring it up? I bring it up because I think a lot of us forget that every single piece is part of our story and part of our journey. So I say it here so shamelessly, right? Because it was something that for a while did trigger me. So, you know, I do have my stepdad that has taken care of me. His name is Gonzalo. Both of my parents are from Mexico, but as you could tell, my last name is Botello. So we still have yet to do a DNA test and figure out where the hell I'm even from, okay? Because I love to say Mexican, but then my Mexican parientes look at me and they be like, homegirl, you is not Mexican, you know? And so it's a battle. It's a battle to be in this intersectionality because I'm not from here and I'm not from there and I'm not accepted here and I'm not accepted there. And that's just kind of how it is. And I think that it's a challenge to be in that area. But a little bit about me aside of that, I am the oldest, okay? And you guys will hear a little bit about how that also plays a factor in your life, right? To an extent. So I'm the oldest, I'm the only girl. I have two younger siblings that are guys, and I have two children. My son's birthday is today. Yes.
Happy birthday!
Yes. Today is his birthday. He is 13.
It's your birthday. It's your birthing day too.
It is. It is. It is. Today is the day that we did this magic thing. You know, today is the day that, you know, today, 13 years ago, God entered my body and allowed me and gave me the necessary strength to birth a child. So I am feeling beyond blessed, beyond empowered. You know, I feel like a goddess. I feel so good. I wish my son was with me though, you know, he's with his dad. We do have joint custody. So, you know, 1 year he celebrates holidays and birthdays with him and then another year with me. So that's a little bit of story, you know, about me. I also have a daughter. She is going to be 7 in October. So definitely, you know, excited. I got those two different stages. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling really good. I think that that's something pretty simple, basic about me. I think through the time you'll find out more because boys and girls, I got a big resume.
Yes.
How about you, Misty? How about you? Tell me a little bit about you.
So of course, my name is Misty Stewart. I am married. I never change my last name. I just don't believe in that. I'm not like a big like women power. That's not me. I like my own last name. So like people are always trying to change my last name. And I'm like, no, I have the same last name. So just to put that out there, I know it's a little extra, but whatever. My parents are so I'm Haitian and Jamaican. So I'm an island girl, all islands. I speak French and Creole, and English a little bit, and un poquito de español también. I'm learning, and a little bit of Portuguese as well, because I do want to travel the world. As much, I truly, truly love people so much that I feel like learning languages is super, super important to communicate. So I'm working towards learning more languages. And hold on, my cat is trying to. So this is Maui.
Hello, Maui.
Hi, Maui. So real quick story about Maui. I never liked cats. I never liked cats in my life. And this girl, I never liked cats at all. Like you would never, I never, ever would have ever thought I'd have a cat. I found her half dead in a gutter. Like, yeah, like I was driving to work and I found her like on the side of the road, like squirming, like she was almost lifeless. Like she was just like a snake in the gutter. And I took her to my job and I was trying to give her away to someone. And then we're like, you know, she needs to get to a vet because she's about to die. Like she had blood and blah, blah, blah. And long story short, she was at the vet for about a month, and I would call like every day just to check on her, see how she was doing. And they're like, "Why don't you just come over and see her? She, you know what I mean? Just come check her out instead of calling us so much." So I was like, "All right." So I took my kids, and my daughter really wanted a cat. So I told her maybe we'll like foster the kitty for like a week because I already had lined someone up to actually get the cat. So we went to visit this cat, and she was so freaky. You know, all babies are just so cute. They know how to get you, right? Those babies. Oh my gosh, she was so freaking adorable. And she had a little limp because she was all messed up, broken a lot of things. But she was so adorable that when I saw her, I'm like, oh my gosh, like we ended up keeping her. So her name is Maui. So for those of you who don't know, Maui, so the earth actually has chakras as well. So we're going a little bit all over the place, and you'll we like to take you on journeys. So now we're going on another little journey here. So the earth has multiple chakras, just like as our bodies, if you're all into that stuff, has chakras. Maui is actually the chakra of the heart. And that's truly what I felt happened, because I feel like we fell in love. She literally stole our heart when she like melted us when we met her. She was just too adorable. So that's one of the reasons why her name is Maui, because it resonates with the heart chakra. And the other reason is that the Egyptian royalty, they name Mao is actually the name for cat in for the Egyptian royalty people. Like they call them Maus. So we just said she's gonna be Maui. So that's the story behind Maui.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you. So yeah, that's the Maui story. That is the Maui story. But yeah, other than that, I do have 4 amazing, beautiful daughters. One non-biologically, and then 3 others biologically, all doing superb, beautiful young women. And that was one of the things that really triggered me as they were growing up, as far as what we're doing here. I really saw that there was just so much confusion with, what do I be when I grow up? Like, you know what I mean? Should I do this and that? It just, and so really, with that being said, I just started looking at how society, the pressure that it puts on these children, as far as like, you need to know what you want to do and all this stuff. And I feel like you mentioned before, there's certain age groups where children, young women and men, they really need to start to, they're developing themselves. And sometimes by putting so much pressure on them in this sense, they lose their individuality, because they're striving to figure out who they want to be like, not really find who they really are within, and then express that in their own way. So that's one of the reasons that we're doing this, is that I'm also on this journey, is to really be able to be a better mother as well, a better friend. Like, there's just so much that I know we're going to be able to learn along the way. And like you mentioned before, definitely the women that we are right now today, it's going to be a totally different version, I'm sure of it, later on in the future. So I'm really, really excited for this journey. I'm really excited for everyone else that is ready to, just enjoy this with us as well, because it's gonna be amazing. It truly is. You're gonna be probably surprised with some of the things that we say, some of the stories that you hear, because like you said, sometimes we judge a book by its cover, as far as like what we're expecting this to sound like, expecting this to give us as far as material. I'm telling you, it's not going to be what you think. It's not. So you better keep staying tuned, because every day is a surprise. It really is. It's going to be a surprise. So
I agree. I'm going to piggyback a little bit on what you said. I agree. Definitely, you're not going to know what you're going to get on here. Some days it might be sweet. Some days it might be spice. Some days it might sound crazier. And some days we will be going through it. And some days we will be going through it. And at least for me, I am not going to be ashamed to tell you how I'm feeling. I may not tell you in details the situation. Why? Because in order for me to fully be able to digest the situation, I have to be out of the situation, right? You can't identify an arson until the fire's done, right? You can't identify how someone died until they die, right? You can't have someone halfway choking and then you're just like already diagnosing them and like, oh, this person died because of this. No, right? It has to be a full circle in order for something to be digestible and be able to kind of bring these smaller pieces to the surface to then be able to compile and create a story. So the days that I'm going through it, I may go through it. I may tell you how I feel. I may not explain to you the whole situation because I may not know the whole situation because I'm going through it at the moment. Right? But I will be able to digest the information and talk about that story maybe a few weeks down the line. And I bring that up because once again, that's what this is about. Like Misty has said over and over and over and over again, just in case you didn't get it. I will tell you one more time. This is not your conventional conversation. This is not your conventional podcast. This is not your conventional YouTube channel. This is something that we're deciding to do because we don't see it out there. That's why. And one of the things is be who you want the world to see, or be the person that doesn't exist in the universe, or be the person you would have wanted to have as you were growing up. Be that which you want to be. Who says you can't be? Who says you can't be the I am that you came here to be? No one can tell you you can't be. You can't be this because of this. That is their opinion. That is their perception of the way that they're seeing life through this lens. So, but if you were to see life through a different lens, the way that we see it, you will understand why we are very accepting of people doing whatever the hell they want to do. Honestly, it doesn't mean we condone certain behavior. It does not mean we condone certain behavior. It does not mean we support certain behavior. It just does mean there's a time and a place and a reason. Right? Right now is not the time and the place for me to worry about what you got going on. Right? But what I'm trying to get to is you're going to find a lot of different conversations, a lot of different, thought processes, a lot of different stories. Some things you're going to feel comfortable with, some things you're not going to feel comfortable with. I will tell you right now, if you do not feel comfortable with this conversation, sit your ass down and listen till we're done. Because the only reason why someone is not comfortable is because they are touching that soft spot that you have been avoiding touching in such a long time. And you're going to feel like somehow I know your story, but I don't know your story. I only know mine. So when I am speaking, I am referencing me and my examples, unless I say XYZ, right? But this is what I want to just reiterate again. You are going to hear a lot of different things here. You're going to, experience a lot of different emotion here. Why? Because that is what we're cultivating here. That is why the breath work at the beginning. Be open-minded, be receptive, allow your energy to flow, relax, and just, be open-minded to the information that you will hear. Most of us are used to watered down information. We ain't watering shit down here, let me tell you right now. So that's what I gotta say.
No, I love that. So as far as
You know what? I have a question for you. Let's kind of just flow with this, and I'll tell you why. We about to go deep, okay? And I'll tell you, even though this is just supposed to be an introduction, let me just introduce you to what I am expecting from myself, okay? And you're gonna know what I expect from myself just through the questions. And here's my question for you, Misty. Okay, because of where we are and because of what we're doing and because of today, my run, right? In my run, a lot of things came up for me. I love going for runs. And I love creating fucking excuses too. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, okay? But question is, before I even go into any story, what today, sitting here today with me in this space, what are you willing to forgive yourself for?
Today, really for that past thought of not being good enough to do this, to not being able to really be like the person that could relay any kind of message like this to such a large audience. You know, to kind of forget and forgive that person that was limiting themselves to, you know, just the basic, just the everyday. So I would say that definitely that is who I would say, that's what I would say I would forgive myself for today, is, you know, just moving forward. And that's a process, because I feel like although, you know, we want to, you know, transform ourselves and become this better version of ourselves, it's just going to take some time. It's going to take time. Like, you've been in this habitual habit of this old version of yourself. So you really have to, you know, be gentle as you could be, you know, but still be disciplined and strict, because you want to get somewhere. You don't need to take your sweet time, but just kind of see it's a process that you have to go through. It's a learning curve. There's going to be things that you're going to tweak along the way. So just really, you know, just strive to be the best that you could be every day, but just know where you're heading, to become that better version of yourself. So yeah, it's going to be tough, you know, but you know why you're doing it, and just keep doing it. And just keep your eye on, yeah, for sure. That's what I would say for now. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm like, surprise freaking question.
Yes, girl, like, oh, yes.
Shit. What is he gonna ask me here? Is this gonna be a deleted scene?
Is this gonna go in the vault?
I was like, oh shit, Amber, don't ask me. I'm gonna have to tell the truth.
Girl, I love it. 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 You know what? I will piggyback on what you said. And I think that it's so important. Oh my God, it's so important what you said. Because just because we're here doing this does not mean we are already the person we envision ourselves being 5 years from now.
Correct.
Right? We are here. This is who we are. This is the things we have to channel right now. These are the things that we have to go through right now. And the fact that, like you said, you know, man, am I capable? Am I worthy? Can I do this? Whatever limiting beliefs or negative thoughts came to your mind, it takes so much power to dig them out. It takes so much power to just recognize that they're there, recognize that they exist, and recognize that we're on a journey, you know? And, you know, for me, myself, I'll ask myself that same question, right? What am I, you know, willing to forgive myself for today? And I brought it up because when I was running today, I realized that today my run was based on really running. Not running for exercise, but running from the reality that I'm in. And in this run, so many things kept coming up. Man, I feel so good. Y'all see me glowing, okay? I feel good. and during that run, right? During that run, I feel that I released. And I kept telling myself, Amber, I forgive you. I forgive you, Amber, for not being as patient as you know you should be. Right? And the reason that I say it in quotation marks is because knowing and doing are two very completely different things.
So true.
Right? So if I have to forgive myself for knowing that I am not being patient, it's because I'm not being patient. And it's like one of the things that, you know, a mentor of mine has said in the past, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Right? And this morning, my daughter woke up and see, here it is. Here's a little bit more backstory. She woke up a little bit before 5 in the morning. I'll tell you right now, I ain't trying to hear the motherfucking voice before 5 in the morning. And there ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Okay? For a parent out there, okay, that could be like, oh my God, my beautiful baby voice. No, you are going to get tired of that shit one day. And it ain't because you're tired of the voice. It's because you are tired inside. You may not be having the energy and the patience and the love at that moment. And guess the fuck what? It wasn't for me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Shut the fuck was not. Okay. So I could have been more patient. I could have said, hey, come to my bed. Maybe if you come to my bed and in the warmth of my body and we can cuddle. And I was not having that shit. I was not trying to fucking cuddle. And I was not trying to hear your shit at the same goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? And I was starting to feel guilty. I was starting to feel guilty because I was mad, because I was frustrated, because she was up, because I didn't want to get up, because I knew she was going to be hungry, because I didn't want to make breakfast. It was just so much going in my mind. And so I decided to say, you know what? Put on some goddamn shoes, Amber, and go for a fucking run. Remember, you guys, I said I had a very small fuse since the beginning? Well, that fucking fuse got ticked today because I didn't have time for me yet. I'm very selfish with my time. And the reason I say it is because I've had to learn to be selfish with my time. I, have always been a people pleaser. And that is why Misty said it. This is not no people pleasing shit. That is the reason why I don't care what you got to say. Okay? Because I am really trying to free myself from those burdens. Free myself from people's opinions. Shit, I got my own goddamn opinion. Did you not hear me? I'm running from my own fucking bullshit in the between two ears. You know what I'm saying? So, so with that being said, there's nothing wrong if you feel frustrated. It's more like that's what I had to do. I know myself, and I know that the animal, the ego, the pride, the darkness that lives within me is so strong that all I have to do is give it permission and it will eat me. And once it eats me, it starts to eat everybody around me. And it's one of those things where I say, how much do you truly love your family? Oh, a lot. Then put on some fucking running shoes and go, you little cray. You know what I'm saying? Go. Because you have to find a methodology or whatever the word is that serves you, right? I didn't know that before. But how did I grow up? I grew up in a very violent home. So my mom being Mexican, being like 5 feet or maybe under 5 feet, you know what I'm saying? She's got to be extra spicy, extra loud, you know? So with her, it was always physical hitting, punishment, right? Shut up. You're too loud. You know what I mean? Sit down. Do homework. Oh, you stupid. You know, like just get the fucking logistics here. You know?
Dang, yeah.
But because I said I wasn't gonna do that, right? Because I said I was not gonna hit my children, and I haven't hit my children, my fuse level is sometimes even shorter. Because biologically, I was programmed to hit, right? Shut up. Oh, you're not respecting me. Oh, you don't love me. You know what I'm saying? But because I decided I wasn't going to do that, I wasn't prepared to how the fuck am I going to act then? How do I act when I'm mad? Because all I saw was hitting, right? So, but that's something that I've learned to identify for myself. And so I knew, oh, crazy ass bitch, gonna come out. She gonna come out. And so in order to avoid this, because I don't want to feel guilty for something bigger down the line, I prefer to say, hey, Amber, I forgive you for not understanding how to have patience yet. I forgive you. And why do I forgive myself? Because I am taking the necessary steps to make sure this doesn't continue. Because it could have gotten worse in the moment, right? Can you imagine, you know, being woken up before 5 o'clock in the morning? Like, I ain't got no goddamn sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the fuck you come from? But, you know, had no time to meditate, had no time to even have a coffee or nothing, none of those rituals, right? So here it is. Amber, put on your shoes, go run. And so that's for me, my thing. I forgive myself for not being patient, for not knowing how to be patient, because I don't know. If I knew, I would do, right? All I'm doing is not physically hitting my kids, and I'm fucking winning if you ask me, right? But now what do I do with all this other energy? What do I do with all these other things? So that's for me, my thing. My thing today is definitely, you know, just forgiving myself for the way that I treated myself. For the way that I treated myself. Because one thing that I will tell you is my kids came to this world for their own journey. My kids came here for their own purpose, right? So I'm not going to be Mother Teresa and be like, I'm gonna raise the most wonderful children in the world. Because guess what? If one of them has a purpose to, I don't know, you know, do some stupid shit, because now some new shit's gonna come up because of the stupid shit my kid did. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I can't blame myself for the way that they're gonna be raised, right? I mean, that they're gonna grow up being, because I don't have that. I didn't make that contract with them when they came here. Only they know what they have to go through, but it is my responsibility to better myself. And the more I better myself, the better environment my children will have, right? Better quality of their upbringing. So I forgive myself for me, because I need to grow a little bit more, and I need to be better a little bit more tomorrow. And it starts with acknowledging that, shit, girl, you done fucked up. What you gonna do next time? Because what if next time I don't have the opportunity to go run? Right? Right now, I'm just forgiving myself for right now. And maybe there isn't a next time. Maybe next time I'm like, girl, come lay with me. Right? Because now I'm thinking of all the possibilities that could have happened. So that's mine, girl. That's mine.
No, I love that. That's right on point. Because we definitely need to just, like you said, we have to be patient with ourselves, and really just acknowledging some of the things that we see as flaws or things that we could do better, that is really, really big. Instead of just, blaming it on, whatever else, you're actually doing something. So that's showing responsibility, because we do need to be accountable for a lot of the things that we're doing and things that happen around us. Because one thing that we do, like you said, it could kind of ripple into something bigger. Whereas if you take control, a little bit more control of, okay, I'm not going to instead of being, what does it say? Instead of being reactive, do they say something about that?
So instead of reacting, responding?
Yes, something like that, exactly. So just to kind of step back and not just react to everything and every event that, comes in front of us, because there's always going to be something. There's always going to be unplanned events, people to mess up, like, oh man, like I did not plan on this today. Like that's going to happen. So it's just like, how are we going to deal with those situations, to really help diffuse that, like you said. So just acknowledging that right there is like step number one. Just like they say with the alcoholics, the first step is just admit that you're an alcoholic, and kind of like, okay, this is what I need to work on, instead of just blaming, my parents or my family's making me drink or whatever it is that's making you drink. You're the one doing it to yourself. So really just taking that time to just, look at the situation and not respond. We're gonna have to edit this part.
It's okay, girl. It's okay. It's okay, girl. On your trip.
But yeah, so I totally agree with you as far as that's concerned, that we just really need to step back, breathe, and do what we have to do in the moment, instead of just being reactive to things that trigger us, to really just having a little bit more self-control. I'll just stop right there for right now. Because it is true. You have to learn who you are and what triggers you, because there's always so many different variables as far as how we can proceed with different things. Like you said, today was a run. Like I ran, but maybe tomorrow, maybe you just holding her will work. Or, there's so many different ways that we can go about things. And that's kind of how life is too, I see it, as far as how we go about things, and things that we can see as like problems. Like sometimes, those things just have to happen, and that's how it's like trial and error. Like you just have to go through this, like, okay, that didn't really work out the way I thought it was going to work, because sometimes you can go for a run and then be like, fuck, I just like ran, and now I'm running late for this. Now this just like rippled something even more. So it could go so many different ways. It truly can. So it's really just kind of learning from every single experience, and just, don't beat yourself up too much, just be like, okay, I fucked up, or whatever it is. All right, let me not do that next time. And maybe let's try this. And it's totally okay. It's okay. We are not perfect. Yeah. That's like for sure. We are not perfect. And we are here to just live the life, live our life as best as we can. And just learn. It's a learning process. It's every phase of our life, if you really think about it, it's all learning how to speak, learning how to walk, learning how to do this, learning how to write. Like everything is learning. Like we didn't just wake up and know how to do everything. It took time. It does take time. And certain things are just going to take a little bit longer, and it's okay.
Yep.
It's okay. That, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. So just being okay with who you are, but knowing, okay, working towards being better. I definitely want to encourage. I don't want to encourage people to just, sit there and be that yucky person. Like definitely keep pushing to be that better version of yourself. No matter how many times you have to pick yourself up off the floor, as long as you do it and you strive for the best, that's amazing. And you really need to congratulate yourself for trying, because some people are not trying. They are not. They're just like, they're good with just being, I don't know what they're being, but they're just good with that. I'm not on that level. So anyways, I'm not going to say that. I'm still trying myself. So let me not say that. I'm still working on it. But yeah, just just go through what you have to go through and congratulate yourself every day and thank yourself every day for, and forgiving yourself, like you said. I think that's a beautiful thing, to really just forgive yourself for some things that you didn't do right or whatever it could be, and just moving on and just holding that space for yourself to, to grow and feel okay with who you are. It's okay. We good. We got this.
Yes.
It's a safe place
Yes.
here. Like, you're gonna be okay. And that emotion, I feel, it definitely radiates. Like, when you feel good within, like you're okay with yourself, like that's a different type of energy, I feel, altogether, that you hold space for within. Because it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? And it's more inviting too, I feel, for other people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of, they're like, oh, I like it here. So, and that's how it should be. We should all kind of just stay in a place of love, for ourselves, number one, because I think it definitely needs to start with self. And from there, that's when you can really, start to radiate that love to other people as well. And it kind of becomes contagious, because I know that's how it is for me. Like, if I'm with someone that's happy, like, I don't know, it makes me kind of happy. And sometimes when you're with like people that are like, you're like, if you're not in that mood, you're like, all right, let me leave. I don't like this scene. So just radiate amazingness, and just do you. Yeah, just be great and loving.
I love it. I love what you said, girl. There is so much good stuff here that I could just keep picking on, but like you said it yourself, it's like, come from a place of love, and the me forgiving myself is loving myself, right? Because I could have kept running and I could have kept bashing myself too. And one of the things, for those that don't know, but at least I know myself, why are you a people pleaser? Because you hold guilt and you hold shame about something in your past. And so you have come to believe that you need to overdo or over impress someone or something, because you're still, without knowing, holding on to that shame or guilt, right? And if I would have kept running and kept beating on myself, you know what would have happened? Sort of what typically happens with parents: go and buy my child a toy. Or go and buy my child their favorite snack, because I don't have the courage to say I apologize. Because I don't have the courage to say to myself, Amber, you fucked up. So forgive yourself for this fuck up, and now analyze how you can go ahead and go about it, because that's what happens, right? We try to always fill a void with something. So I'm filling a child's void with buying a toy, with buying a toy, and then I'm filling my void, right, with what? More guilt, more shame, more resentment towards myself. It's the worst person you can resent is yourself. So I decided to just love myself and say, Amber, you're not perfect, dude. You are not perfect. You are by far the most imperfect, improper, uneducated motherfucker there's out there. Okay? but I'll tell you something. I also see all my potential. But I also understand my worthiness. And what I'm not understanding, I'm searching for. Because I'm not perfect. Right? But if I want to be a better mother, these are going to be situations that come up. Right? What you focus on will be the main challenge. It really will be. Whatever it is that you focus on will be the main challenge. Why? Because all your energy is going there, positive and negative. All your energy is going there. So, for me, trying to focus on being a better mom, why do I focus on that? Because I take pride in that. I take pride in being a better mom because I don't hit my kids. So I don't know what to do with all this energy sometimes, right? You're just like, Do you have an off button? You know, like, what the fuck? You know? So power to all of the single moms out there. And for all the moms that are not single, but that have a parent that does not pick up their weight. Because sheesh, Lord knows. Okay? My fuse, like I said. And, you know, but I don't even know where I was going with this. Girl, point is, you know, I am happy that we are here. I am happy to did my run, you know. You know what? Hopping on here a little bit late, I didn't even feel guilty. You know, because in my mind, I was willing to show up however. But I'm glad that you're willing to be like, okay, girl, I can give you some room. You know what I'm saying? But I felt so good coming here. I felt so good. I felt like when your mom tells you, when you were a little girl and your mom tells you like, oh, it's okay. I feel so good. You know, my inner child, my inner Amber feels so good because it's like, yeah, you know, like I don't need my mom's validation. I don't need my mom's permission, but my mom lives in here. The negative self-talk, the freaking expectations out the roof. Those are my fucking moms. They ain't my shit. They're not. Right? So I still have to, you know, take care of the little girl and understand what she's going through and let her feel. And I feel so good. I feel so good. And I think because I feel good, you were like, yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I can wash booty, you know, but I am happy. I am happy and I feel so good. And I just, you know, if there's anything that I can leave on the table here is don't be afraid to look at yourself. Don't be afraid to explore the emotion that you're feeling because the emotion is coming from a thought that's being triggered. Most of the time, we don't pay attention to our thoughts. There's like what, 60, 70,000 thoughts in a day? How in the hell? How am I gonna know? Right? I have to hone in to my energy. I have to hone in. How am I behaving? How am I, like you said, how am I reacting? Because I'm obviously not responding to this correctly. So what's going on? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to explore yourself. Don't be afraid to know that you're doing something wrong. Don't be afraid to apologize to yourself. Don't be afraid to apologize to a child. Nevertheless, a child. You know, if you were, if you know, if you have ego or pride to say sorry to an adult, okay, you know, I still condone like say apologizing. Just always makes you the bigger person. It doesn't mean that you are at fault. It just means that you're like, wow, I acknowledge that somehow my communication probably wasn't the best for your delivery, but I ain't fucking responsible. I'm just gonna say sorry for my end because other than that, you're the one that's got to go home and harbor that emotion or work it out, right? So definitely pay attention to your emotions and, you know, give them life. That's what they're coming out for. They're coming out for life. Look at me, see me, explore me. So that's that, girl.
I love it. I love it. I truly do love being here with you as well because there's always something to learn from each other and just, you know, listening to just different stories too. It really helps connect dots. I really hope that everyone else, you know, can relate to a lot of this information and just really see where it's coming from because it truly is a place of love and it's a place of healing. It's just this nice space that we want to create for everyone and for ourselves too. We're doing this for us as well because there's a lot, like you said, that we're going to be exploring throughout this and lots of layers. So I'm super excited and I'm excited for everyone else and just to hear the different comments and feedback, all the beautiful things that people are going to have to say about things and amazing questions because we truly want to serve at the best and the highest level that we can provide to everyone. So with that being said, thank you again, Amber. Everyone continue to love yourself, hold space for yourself, just be grateful for the little things in life. Take your run. Don't be apologetic, like you said. Do what you got to do for you. Sometimes you really do have to take some time out for yourself. So, and that's okay. Every day is an opportunity for you to do better, be better, and all that great stuff. So it's okay. Just let's move on. Just be amazing. And that's kind of about it. That's it for now. So until the next time, we are looking forward to probably won't be seeing you. I'll see you, this beautiful self. Until the next time, you'll be hearing from us again. So we're definitely looking forward to providing everything that we can for you to grow and just enjoy this journey with us.
Yes, thank you so much, Misty. Thank you so much for just holding the space. I don't think that people understand, what it's like to do this. You have to also hold space, whether you're feeling like it or not, right? The day of whether I'm feeling like it or not, same. I have to hold space for you, right? It's just a mutual responsibility that, in a sense, we have binded each other to do for one another. But at the same time, for everybody else that's listening and for everybody else that's going to hop on. So I do appreciate it, because I'm not the easiest to work with. At least I don't think sometimes,
I'm not having any issues. I have no complaints in my box.
Okay. But it's just the areas that you see that you can improve on. That's really what it is. When I'm working with someone in a team, I always, here it goes. Oh, it's going to be for another time. But I'm always thinking on how I can deliver and give the best to someone else. Right? So because I'm looking at it from that angle, in my mind, I feel like you deserve that time, that attention, that space that we say we're going to do. Right? And so that's what I mean. It's like, I also want to be able to provide and be my best self for you. So, I do appreciate all the accommodations. Just FYI, everyone else out there, don't see me right now. As I say this, it's probably not going to be the last time. Sorry.
Don't worry, I have my moments too. We all do. We honestly all do, and it's okay. We are doing our best, and we're making it happen. That's the most important thing, is we're delivering. At the end of the day, no matter what, we committed to do this, so it's gonna get done, and that's it. Like, we're like, okay, this happened, that happened, yada yada yada. We're moving on past that, but today we got to do it. It has to be done.
Yes,
So
thank you so much.
Done, I'm good. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody as well, for hopping on, for listening, for the feedback. And just know that we are here and we are open to suggestions, recommendations, constructive criticism, help. We are open for some help, okay? I can tell you right now, we can work on like someone that can help us with some digital art. We can have someone help us when it comes to music. We can have someone that can help us just like create our YouTube channel and our podcast. Like, we are open. That's one thing that I am learning, is to ask for help. I am learning, because sheesh.
Yeah.
That is
a touchy. Yeah, that is a challenging one. So with that being said, since she opened the door for all that, I definitely want to invite everyone that wants to, sponsor us, donate. Feel free to support our channel in any way you can. We love presents. We love surprises. Feel free to treat us well, because we're treating you well too. So yeah, I want to open that up feel free. We are very welcoming here.
Yes, yes, yes. Just like you come with your problems, you can come with your blessings. Okay, this is a leave it all. We take it all. This is an emotional thrift place. Okay, we will recycle these emotions and we are gonna make the most and the best out of it. One of the things that I can say is I do not know where this is going, but I can promise it's going to be something so big that I'm gonna buckle up my seat because I don't know where this is going. And a lot of people say work from the end goal. When you're talking about a purpose in life, I don't think you have an end goal. I don't think you have an end goal, because do you ever truly find your purpose? I don't think so. I think you just simply live in it. You're always in search of something.
Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a whole other topic. Other topic. I love that though, because it truly is something that I think we need to touch upon. So yep. we might be touching about that. Yeah, next one. Yes, thank you, love.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody, for hopping on, for being here with us. We are going to go ahead and just kind of end it with a little bit of just love, the way that it was at the beginning, just to close it out. Definitely get centered back in. If you had some tears, thoughts, ideas, write it down. Just write down your ideas, write down the things that you need to and then analyze. Don't judge, because when you judge, a judgment, it is not a positive word, period. Right? It's like slightly next to criticism. So don't judge yourself. Just analyze, just observe the reality. Pick the facts that you have. Are they true facts? Is this the truth? Can it be changed? Can you empower yourself? Can you learn something? So hopefully just bringing it back together to close this out. If you have questions or comments, you can leave them below. You can DM us. You can email us. And I hope to see you guys here again in a few days. I will talk to you guys soon. Misty, I appreciate you, girl. I love you. I know we are going to the moon and back, and even then some. So yeah. I will talk to you all soon.
Yes, much love, everyone.